just for the part that you missed. There you
go. All right, so we started it right now. There you go. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Well, I will see you guys later. Thank you.
All right. Oh, wait, before you go.
Yes.
Anything for next week schedule-wise?
No, I think I should be fine. If anything happens, I will tell you.
Just let everyone know. Roger.
Good. Cool. I'll see you.
Thank you for playing. Good job surviving.
Thank you. Indeed. Bye.
Good job surviving.
So, you lean in you peek around the doorway and get a look. You see the back of Ian. He's sitting in his, fancy high, not super high, but like, mid back, close to the neck, high, arm-rested chair. And then, sitting in a similar chair adjacent to him is this woman. She is, at a glance, very lovely. If we're gonna use a 4-chance scale of attractiveness, she where 1 to 10, she a 3.14, a QT pie, it's like that. She'd be like a 9. She's pretty attractive. She carries with her a steady confidence, one that is still present even as she's talking to Ian right now. Her hand is her head is cradled in her hand, and despite how heated Ian is getting, she still has like this gentle smile on her face.
Long black hair.
I'm getting that. Chill fuck out.
I am chill, but I'm also excited, and also the coffee's starting to kick in.
Why's it kicking in now?
Because I had more coffee when we took the break after nearly dying.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey.
Yeah. Long black hair, done in a braid, left to hang around her side. She has, atop her head, a cap, sort of like a... Like the classic like Robin Hood, like triangled, cap, stuff like that. She's dressed in a similar ensemble, which is to say, she herself is also a gunslinger. That being said, she does have a rifle that's sort of just leaned on the table itself. You've not seen a rifle like this ever. Out of game, it is a lever action rifle. So imagine how that looks. She has, long. She has braided black hair, long, her back, mid of her back. Her attire is similar in Ian, not just in gunslingers, but also that's fancy. It has noble aesthetic naturally built into it. So she is, fancy looking, not as opposed to like an actual desperado or something like that. No, like a duelist, amongst other things.
So whatever Sandra's wearing, plus like 10.
Overdone potentially to a 10. Function over form. So that's the essential difference. She has, like a doublet, like a sort of vest, leather material. And yeah, she just sort of is listening to Ian as he's not shouting, even though it is relatively loud. By Ian's standard, it's pretty loud.
Aggressively speaking.
But in the dead of night, it's not too hard to hear, considering no one else is talking right now. Pretty quiet at night. It's not shouting. It's more like just really passionate discussion. Any other details of characteristics? Black hair, blue eyes, stuff like that. Blue eyes by dragon.
My name is Tag On.
Well, you know her name,
because
you hear it from Ian, and you yourself know her name gets dropped. Kaylin, your mysterious person, is right here. And as you're listening in on it, Ian is he is not pissed. Concerned is probably the most predominant tone, and there's a bit of hurt in there too. A bit of hurt. Conflicted, betrayed, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do like this like whole spiel Ian's saying exactly, but the long and short of it, what for the moments that you listen in while you're approaching, while you're sitting here and listening and stuff like that, he's just really upset. He's upset that she disappeared without a word. And now that she shows up the same way she left, without a word, without any notice, literally appearing out of the blue. And he wants answers, essentially. but she just like quietly and then closes her eyes. She doesn't smile. At least it doesn't make it go any wider. It doesn't go to a frown. Doesn't diminish either. But it doesn't grow.
Smile.
It's a quiet smile. And she just tells him that there are just some things that she just can't tell him. And Ian sort of drops like I don't know, you call it a guilt trip, I guess you can call it. It's like she knows about him. It's only fair that it should be that way. To which she doesn't have a response for. But Ian cuts the conversation there. He says that he'll talk to her about it tomorrow. That he doesn't know where the hell she's been. Probably tired. And she nods at that. That you'll talk tomorrow. And that he does have someone in this place right now wanted to talk to her. And then she says, I know.
Does she just
which
like,
gets
look past
Ian...
him and see Sandra?
Her eyes are closed. Yeah, she says, I know. Ian stops for a bit at that, but decides not to press any further, at least not right now. And the two of them, well, he, like, let me show you to your quarters, essentially.
Yeah, before, like, when they're standing up, that's Sandra's gonna dip to her place, because it sounds like it'd be better just to wait for now. Also, it's 6 o'clock.
It is 6 o'clock, it's 1 a.m., approaching game.
Yeah, she's gonna take the sound of the chairs, like, moving back or something to kind of mask her dipping to her place.
With a nat 20, yeah, you're fine. So, you go back upstairs. Go dip into your room. Hide there, I guess. You're upstairs.
Heart is probably racing at this point.
Probably. In about 5 minutes worth of time, you hear a knock on your...
She waits like a beat to make it seem like she's like, I don't know, just getting out of bed or some shit, and then gets to the door.
You open it up and it's Ian. Welcome back.
Glad to be alive.
Well, that's foreboding. Let us speak with you in your room. A quick moment.
She steps to the side to let him into the room in his own house.
I'm sure you're well aware. The person you're seeking left alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to dance around the bush or if this. She is back. She is in this house right now. That being said, think over your questions for the night. We can talk to her tomorrow. You will and I will as well.
I greatly appreciate the heads up.
He looks you up and down. Up in new attire. Underneath that attire, you look weary. I know I'm not best of ideas to tell you to this right before we go to sleep, but I want you to be ready. He goes back to the door. Opens it. Get some sleep. Best you can.
Do my damnedest.
I'll see you morning. He looks like he wants to say more. He opens his mouth to say something else, but stops himself. Leaves. And thus,
yes.
You close the door, lock it, and you're left to your own thoughts and devices.
Yeah, and shows people just like lean against the door wall or something and just slide down onto the ground.
Yeah.
That's Sandra right now. She's like, oh god, so
Ward would, if he's shown to a room, he would leave the door open and just sort of like, if you're in a stranger's house, the only polite thing to do is introduce yourself once things are calm. So he would do that.
Ian passes by. Like, you guys are all like basically adjacent to one another, like, dormicides. So he notes the open door, and he's like, you hear him like sort of mutter to himself, not mutter, but just sort of say to himself, yes, yes. And he goes over, and then sort of peers inside, sees you.
Question. Is Ian the kind of person who would have an interest in like artifacts?
Probably not. Not that any of you guys know, at least. He's a pretty humble guy. He's humble and I guess as of right now, like a big.
Okay. The reason I ask is because past life, certain circles.
Well, I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Ian peers in, sees you that you're still up, and I trust that you are a guest.
Oh yeah, hi. I met the others today. They said I could. Thank you.
Go to hand.
Hi. I'm shaking.
My father said you can tell a lot about a person if they shake hands. So we start with that. Next, by courtesy of names. What's yours?
I don't know, but you can call me Ward.
You don't know your name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, I suppose you're fortunate in some senses. Fortunate. You can call me Ian. By technicality, Lord Ian, but I've long since ditched noble courtesies. At least when they apply to me. Welcome to the manor. My manor. I do want to talk to you about certain things, how you've come to know these peculiar people, but it's late. I'm sure you're tired. I know that I am. So I'll ask you these questions tomorrow. But nonetheless, enjoy your night here. And perhaps likely continuous nights here.
I appreciate it. I'll answer any question you have in the morning.
There won't be anything too prying. I'm just curious. But that's a matter for the morning.
Have a nice sleep.
Good night. He closed the door on his way out.
Ward is just gonna eye the bed for
cushy, it's comfy. It's
5 seconds, just looking at it, and just go straight down and collapse onto it.
Nice.
Eloquent.
The last thing he says before he sleeps is pillow.
Very fitting. And with that, we end today's session.
Wunderbar.
Cool.
Nice. Okay, so the names that have been mentioned of NPCs in air quotes would be Tannum, Costellos, Ian, Dinless, and Lena in Ward's presence, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you met Dinless just now, and he obviously...
Oh, the courier as well.
Oh, well.
He's a nameless NPC.
But that's in passing, so that would... Oh, and Levy.
Levy. Well, you met Levy, so yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we ever mentioned Darcy by name, but I think we suggested that Oris had a sister, or a sibling at least.
Well, Oris himself confirms, so he said my sister. So yeah. Good times.
What does Lena look like again?
That's a very good question.
I'm not sure how often. I'm not sure if you guys actually ever seen Lena without.
No, when she was at the Noble party, she didn't have a helmet, right?
No, she had it at the Noble party.
Really? Damn, she's more dedicated.
She was the only one that came in.
But like everyone knew was fucking Lena.
Yeah, not even Varric came in full military. But Lena is, because she's the commander.
Did she have her helmet off when she came home and we were at her place?
Oh, that's true. You guys saw her initially.
Oh, yeah, like the first session, wasn't it? Or something like that.
When Weiss was wearing one of her shirts.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Lena herself has, very piercing green eyes. She, honestly, she and Varric are cousins, but they do look pretty akin to siblings. The difference is Lena has green eyes, Varric is blue. That being said,
well, they are cousins, so they're pretty close in genetics.
Yeah, relatively tan skin, like a tan skin of like a person that has done an act, tour, right? So more, I guess, Italian skin tint, I guess, in that respect.
Does she have fucking like grill lines from her mask having like slits down the middle of it?
She has let's see, not anymore.
Okay.
She's more in escort these days, so it's gone away. Other than that, green eyes, as I just mentioned. Lena herself, I wouldn't call it like a pixie cut, but it's like a side sweep hair sort of manner. She keeps it. She doesn't keep it like super short, mostly because she doesn't give a flying fuck, and it just gets crushed by her helmet anyways. So she actually does go to like around a shoulder length and stuff like that. It's like a side sweep.
Oh, so not like a bob.
No, not a bob cut. No, it's like trimmed on one side and just sort of swept.
Oh, like a side cut.
A side cut, yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know, fucking hair terminology. But yeah, she herself doesn't have like a tremendous amount of like care when it comes to like personal appearance, because most of it gets covered by the military gear anyways. You guys have seen Lena. Now that I think about it, you saw her the first time you met her. Way back. A month ago. 2 months ago now.
It feels like
you also seen her take off her helmet when she drank with you.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys got all the chug jugs. Like idiots.
God, those bloody chug.
I blame Varric.
Me too.
If he hadn't caved, at least like 2 of us probably would have said no. But no, Varric had to be the fucking alcoholic for once.
I mean, he sort of had some problems go under.
So he wanted to get plastered.
So yeah.
God, my head hurts.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't think you guys have seen her. So yeah, that's what Lena looks like.
Okay.
Again, pretty similar to Varric, but they're cousins. And yeah.
Oh, did
Any
you
other
say
questions?
was she like hair color was a
She's blonde.
brunette, blonde?
She's blonde. Varric's blonde too. She's like a more clean blonde. Varric's like a dirty blonde.
Okay.
So like almost like brown or dark tinted blonde, as opposed to her pretty white yellowish.
I used to have that, but then I kind of grew into darker hair.
No, yeah, most people start as a queen or boy. That's usually what happens. I don't think it ever happens to the other, unless you do especially. Oh well.
My arm hair and leg hair actually stayed like very light for the longest time. Only in the past like 2 years has it actually darkened.
Yeah, because your leg hair and your the resetting is usually like it never happens that much. As opposed to your hair like you that goes way faster.
Right.
So
information.
The more you know.
Da da da.
Yeah. That is today's sessions, my friend. You guys had a good time.
We had a oh god time.
Pretty much.
Oh god, it's somebody that's not just Mr.
Funnily enough, you guys might have actually like
if
it was willing to wait for you guys to step in yourselves, and then it just ambush you from above in the dark, because like the opening isn't the roof, the opening's in the middle of it.
Yeah. But then Sonic had to fall off a tree 3 goddamn times.
Basically.
Oh.
I mean,
I knew it was coming too, which is why I checked the tree to see if she could like hear it digging around and shit, and then I got a 9 on that, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, all is well that ends well.
It was not her fucking day.
Yeah. Failure. Character development. You really should work that in, bud.
I'm working on it, anyway.
Yeah, you nearly died, like, 3 times?
Yeah.
You got bored at, like, 3 times?
Yeah.
So...
No, there's legitimately a part in her head that's... It's kind of dickish, but also, she's Wood Elf. What the fuck do you expect? Where she, like, was kind of...
evolve away from your Wood Elf dickishness, hopefully.
Yeah, no, that's what this is kind of working towards, is that, like, she kind of had a standard of, okay, as long as I'm better than Abigail in most regards, I'm fine. And then, like, her and Abigail kind of swapped, and it's like, God, I'm in the fucking...
Yeah, Abigail didn't go down once today.
No, she did good.
Not once.
I'm proud of her.
She took some hits, no doubt, mostly spit, but...
Gross.
Again, the shit she gave you, like, saved your life.
Oh, big time.
The Constitution buff to you guys was, it's a +2, so it's okay. But the damage resistance is probably the big kicker. To the point where I think she's probably going to default to damage stuff, as long as she knows what damage.
Yeah. Preventative health is better.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking saved lives, like, straight up. Like, the protection from poison and acid, that show is huge. I'm proud of my girl. Character development.
Very
You only took a series of failures to get it to happen.
Wonderful time. So, we know Rebecca's schedule. What about everyone else's?
I'm good.
Nice.
I'm working, but I don't know if the shifts are going to get switched around or not, because I think there's somebody that can't do one of them. So I'll let you know.
Just hold them at gunpoint, tell them to do their fucking job, or you shoot them in the head.
Pretty much. So I'm doing late, so I will be late to the game. I don't know if I'm going to be swapped out for a longer shift. Hopefully I'll be doing a morning one instead, but we'll see.
Alright, just let me know. We'll let the group know. And we'll decide. We'll decide from there.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'll know by Monday, so.
Okay. That's fine. Not me. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if you guys leveled up right now? That'd be cool.
No, we had that last week.
Yeah, that would be nice, huh? It's a shame you guys leveled up like literally like 2 weeks ago.
Nice. I think we've really earned it. There was a lot of character development here, and lots of things.
I would actually agree on the character development. I'm pretty happy with how you all did some talking today. I was actually awake enough to be Abigail for once. Trust me, it's easy to be Varric. I just act tired, because I am. Abigail actually takes energy.
It's not acting with Varric.
Yeah.
Ward has been saying, I deliberately do this, he uses the word nice a lot. It's because he's a little overwhelmed with all the sensory input of everything is new.
No.
Like, meanwhile, in the back of his head, he's
like,
panicking. He's like, there's so much shit going on, man.
Yeah,
Kinda.
that's very understandable. That is very understandable.
Yeah. But he has, like, that just constantly chill vibe, so everyone's just like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Oh god, I'm being eaten by the centipede again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get set onto a tray.
I know. I feel like Wise is just going to be like panicking for the next 3 sessions about like signing a contract with a fucking demon.
Fucking same, mate.
I know.
Hey, demon is different than devil, which is different than fairy.
Well,
There's a distinction.
some unknown thing. She's just like, what the fuck have I done?
That's like me saying that all Europeans are the same. Even vast difference from Italian to Scandinavian, which themselves diversify between Danish, Sweden. Oh my! And then it's like, oh yeah, all Britain's the same. I'm pretty sure I would get stabbed in Ireland for saying that, so I'm not going to.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
You're
make
English, right? Death.
That being said, the beauty for you guys, except for Garth, is that you guys don't have much homework, except for Garth, because this is your shtick. Because next session isn't going to be like after 3 long days. We pick up next session
the next day.
Yeah, the next morning. You guys will be spending some time in town. Shit will, be yours to do and deal with, depending on what you want to do. Obviously, I think Sandra has some questions. I think you might also have some questions, Wise, about your business card there.
Yeah, maybe a few.
Also, it'll be cool for Ward to get accustomed and meet people in the town and stuff like that. So a more local session is what is planned for next time. I'm going to give, right now, Abigail and Varric inspiration for you to know exactly why.
I feel it's like kind of cheat that they get laid and they get fucking inspiration constantly.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, that's
hey, maybe if one of you guys gets sex inspiration, but until that happens, you guys will never know. So,
Shedivir never got that.
It's
I think I
even
did.
better
I think
after
I-
near-death experience.
Did you? You might have. All I remember is people teasing Shedivir about it and her just being like, "Oh God, why?" It was worth it, but also.
then you guys did the same thing to poor Owen. So shut the fuck up.
That was funny.
Fucking practice what you preach, asshole.